For quite a while now, several years in fact, I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel. Nothing serious at any point, until recently when I saw this action camera for $30 at the dollar store. So I picked one up. I was actually pretty impressed with the camera. Actually comes with a waterproof case that they say is good to 100 feet deep. Comes on the camera. Kind of a pain to get unlocked. However, there's the case and the camera. Doesn't come with a memory card, so I actually bought a memory card for it. Something that I was somewhat dissatisfied with on the instructions, well, it's here. And it says, use class 4 micro SD card. Nowhere does it say what size to use or is recommended. Took having to call the customer service to find out that it was only a 32 gigabit card. However, what was really impressive to me was the included stuff. Okay, comes with the waterproof case, the camera, as well as different mounts, a different case, so use on a threaded mount like I'm using on the tripod now, a mount to put it on handlebars, the charge cable, as well as transferring data, straps for hooking it to a helmet, mounts for hooking it to a helmet, and adjusters for that, as well as adhesive for putting it on a bike helmet. I was literally quite impressed with what I got for the camera and the price, since it was quite reasonable for a 720p camera to be only $30. I bought the memory card to go with it, and the memory card is actually a class 10, not the class 4, simply because I figured if at some point in time I decide to continue doing this and get a newer, better camera, say a 4K, I'd need the faster speed. So I got that. Then I went back and I actually bought a second camera, a second memory card, and a tripod, which I'm now using. Not sure how this is going to work out. I just thought it would be kind of interesting to see about doing this. Obviously, receipts for the 2 cameras and the 2 memory cards. Just, this isn't anything. Oh, and the tripod. And the camera. Here is, for the first camera, obviously I've used the charge cable and the clip mount that's on the tripod now. Not the best mount for the tripod, but that's okay. That's something that I can work with later. It just doesn't like this particular mount, but who knows, maybe there's something else that I can do that'll work better. So I bought the second camera because I'd like to be able at some time to do multiple sets, cameras, multiple angles, and then be able to edit it back to switch between the views. The camera, like I said, it's hard to get out of this waterproof case, and I really am going to have to test it. And with 2 cameras I can do that. Say put one in a fish tank and take a picture of it in the fish tank. It is kind of a cool little case, and it does seal tight from what I can feel. It's very hard to get open. The camera itself I thought was kind of, well, not much. The memory card, obviously, if I can get into it. Standard micro SD. The one I got is with an adapter, which I think most have. The memory card fits in right here, and that's also where the charge port is for the USB. Power and mode button, take your pictures, volume up and down here. Simple little camera, but takes 720p video. I figured for that, was it worth the 30 bucks? Probably. Even worth the combined total with the tripod and the memory cards and the second camera. Oh, that's 90, 120 plus tax. Was it worth it? We'll see. We'll see if I can think of something successful to keep people interested and to keep me interested in actually making it. But for starters, that's where I'm at. And I'll have to see what else I can add to it to go from there. But this is what I am currently presenting as something to start with. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and, like I said, come up with other ideas to keep people interested. And I'll be trying, at least initially, to put out one video a week. Potentially more if I can think of ideas and can do it. And we'll see how it goes with the video editing. I can't remember the name of the video software. Wonder something, I believe. Filmora, something like that. It's a freeware, but they've got other paid versions that I may look into later if I actually like how it works for me. And I do have a few ideas of things I'd like to cover, but I just wanted to get started and show people what is obviously a cheap but hopefully effective setup, and we will go from there. Thank you, and keep checking in. But this is actually kind of an interesting thing. In the Saturday paper today, November 18th, there was this Pickles caption. And the Robert Frost quote, I thought kind of fit. I'll actually post it. I looked it up, and I can't remember the website right now, but I'll post where I found it with the comment section or somewhere whenever. I still don't have the YouTube channel, but I'll be working on that next week. My brother's going to help me over the Thanksgiving holiday, and hopefully we can get you something more about Robert Frost saying, half the world is composed of people who have something to say and can't, and the other half who have nothing to say and keep on saying it. Well, so far I've been the half that has something to say, or hopefully has something worth saying and people want to see, and I'm going to try and say it. We'll go from there. Thank you. There's my friend Tia, who belongs to Jean, whose kitchen counter I used to do my first video about the camera, because she has solar tubes that give nice light. But Tia really, 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 really likes her ears scratched. Yes, she's a good girl. Hey, keep it going. I want to make a quick I just want to make a quick addition. I mentioned the tripod. There it is. It's got some great features. This handle, for example, is very nice. The crank for the adjust is nice. The mount release. Also nice. The screw can hold the camera. Not so nice. The crank to raise and lower isn't real well. Obviously, it just doesn't really work well. The lock to hold it doesn't work very well. Okay, I'm going to put it back on here and try to hold it. Blind everyone with the sun there. The camera downfall that I've found, every time you turn it off and power it back on, you have to reset the time. It goes to default November of 2027 at 7:30 in the morning, I believe. Just things to know. The tripod's actually more of a disappointment. I spend almost as much for the tripod as I did for the camera. And well, the camera at least has fixable bugs. The tripod, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. I think I'm just out 30 bucks on the thing. But I just wanted to get this finished off, let people know what I liked, what I didn't. Also, I was planning to use Filmora's Wondershare. Not impressed at all with the options, and the free version puts what they call a watermark, and if anybody uses it, they'll know that it's not a watermark. It is a whiteout with the Filmora logo taking up, oh, at least 25% of the size of the image. Wanted to show some smoke that I saw through the clouds there. The neighbor has a fireplace. The effects on Filmora, I just thought, I'm sorry, who would use them? I don't know. I would never use them. If you could actually make your own effects, that would be a different thing. But that being the case, at least I'm getting started, and I'm going to hopefully get more videos presented as soon as possible. I want to get this one up. I actually recorded the beginning of it Thanksgiving weekend, and here it is, January 1st today. I want to get this edited in with the other video and get it posted, and I'll try to get some more going from there. Probably tomorrow I'm going to do a bit of a teaser showing what, or at least some things that I'd like to do, and we'll see where it goes from there. Thank you.